Welcome back, Pitch and Polish fans, as we kick off the semi-finals of the 2023 Engen Pitch and Polish competition. I'm your host, Aldrin Simpier, and let me tell you, we have a very exciting episode in store for you. And then there were four. In just a few short weeks, we have whittled down our starting 16 contestants to only 4 semi-finalists. From the red group, only Daniel van Zyl remained standing. Moses Kekana saw off the rest of the competition in the green group, while Chiraleto Mukate triumphed in the blue group. Finally, the yellow group saw Mzingisi Kelingani emerged the victor. Our 4 semi-finalists are that much closer to South Africa's biggest pitching prize with 1 million rand. Well, let that sink in. 1 million rand. That's 650,000 rand in cash and a bursary with 350,000 rand for a Race Corp business growth program. And I think it's the perfect moment to say thank you again to our amazing sponsors, without whom none of this would be possible. To our title sponsor, Engen Petroleum, our co-sponsor, Nedbank, and our program organizer, Race Corp. Thank you. Now, our long-term Engen Pitch and Polish fans will know that at this point in the competition, we like to throw our semi-finalists a bit of a curveball, a surprise judging panel. Although, let's be honest, at this point, it's no longer much of a surprise. Maybe you should just call it a not such a surprise judging panel. Anyway, I'm delighted to say that this year we once again have a panel of child judges. Apart from the cuteness factor, there's actually a serious point to this exercise. You'll hear it throughout the episode, but the 3 big reasons this is such an important test include: 1, we want to know how well the contestants are able to adjust their pitches on the fly to an unexpected, totally different audience. And then 2, are they able to communicate the value of their offering in simple terms? And finally, how well do they read the room? That's very important. So where did we find our child judges and how did we choose them? Well, we took ourselves off to the primary school campus of proudly entrepreneurial Redley Private School in Randburg in Johannesburg. The young entrepreneurs from grades 2 to 6 were invited to submit entries. 7 children were chosen to pitch their businesses to Alon Rays. Let's take a look.
Alwande, are you ready? Katie. Sohle. Tatsiamo. Emma, I've seen you back this year. Okay, so you know the drill. Oyama. Jamie, are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pitch and Polish. I'm Oyama Morweng, and for my company, it's called Acro Buddies. Acro Buddies is an app for kids who want to learn gymnastic poses. There's also Acro Shop. So Acro Shop sells leotards and trampolines and other accessories for 299 Rand and 1,000 Rand for the trampoline. I'm Katie Govinda. I'm here to show you my load shedding kit. Load shedding is a big problem because kids like me get very bored. It cost me 40 Rand to make the kit. I'm selling it for 50 Rand.
Pitch and Polish.
Good morning, Mr. Alon Rays. My name is Ananda Dembe and I'm in grade 4. Okay, I have a question for you, Mr. Alon Rays. Do you have children?
I do.
How many?
2.
Okay. Do you remember the time when they were really young and you had a fear that they might get lost in a mall or shopping center or a restaurant?
All the time.
Well, that's where my business comes in. You see, this shoe over here is not an ordinary shoe. It's a shoe that has a tracking device in it.
When I decided to make cosmetics, my mother told me I had to do a course in making cosmetics. The raw materials are all organic, manufactured locally, and are environmentally friendly.
Pitch and polish.
Good day, Mr. Longrays and teachers. Today I'm going to be pitching to you about my aloe water. My mom's friend said she must recommend getting aloe vera so they can make aloe water.
All right, hello entrepreneurs.
Hello, Mr. Reyes.
Right, so I'm going to go through all your presentations and I'm going to give you some feedback. And I'm going to concentrate on all the great things that you did. And then I'm going to tell you how we chose you, which was very difficult. And then I'm going to tell you which three are going forward to Engen Pitch and Polish. Okay, to be the judges there, where you're going to be sitting on this side of the table, not on that side. Okay, so now we have the unenviable task of choosing three of you to become judges. So we're going to choose in no particular order that the first person to go through to become a judge is Oyama. Congratulations. Come up. Come up. Right. So this is your congratulations, and we'll see you at the judging. And you need to become tough. You need to be a tough judge. So I want you to practice give me that like a tough look. That's the look. Okay, all right. All right. Right, then let me see who's next in our judging criteria here. Where is the answer here? Okay. All right. The next person to go through as a judge is Siamo. Look at that. Look. All right. Why were you so shocked?
My first time doing this, and I thought I was not going to do it.
And you did it, eh? So you're going to be a tough judge. Okay. So can you give me the look? That's the look. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Now the drum roll. All nervous. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? And the person who's going to go through to become a judge is Emma. Well done. Right. So let me see your bad look, your tough look. Well, that's not tough enough. That's too sweet. Well done. Great. To the other four of you, you see Emma came back again. You can come back again. It was very, very close. Don't give me that tough look. You're breaking my heart. Give me a tough look here. I'm getting all nervous. Congratulations to all of you, and please continue your entrepreneurship thinking and your journey, and we'll see you next year. Great, well done.
Congratulations to Oyama, Tiamo, and Emma. That whole mini pitching competition was even more adorable than I thought. Can you imagine those young entrepreneurs pitching one day in the Engen Pitch and Polish competition? I'd reckon they'd slay. But that's for the future. This evening, our three young Redley entrepreneurs are here to judge, not to pitch. Now, we didn't prepare our contestants to face our mini judges, so we did the whole blindfold thing and asked the Race Corp mentors to guide them into the pitching arena. First up, we have Chirelezo of Camping Retreat. What will he make of our youthful judging panel?
Chirelezo, you may take off your mask. Right.
Right.
So, let me explain to you what's going on here. There is a saying in entrepreneurship that if a 6-year-old doesn't understand your business, you're not communicating your business well enough. So we haven't brought 6-year-olds, but we've brought some young entrepreneurs from Radley Private School to be your judges today.
Okay.
So you're going to pitch to them the same 2 minutes that you thought you were pitching to myself and the other judges. And after that, they're going to ask you questions. And they are going to also choose who's their number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4 today. So before we do that, maybe the judges can introduce themselves. Judge number 1, could you tell us what your name is and what grade you're in?
Hello, my name is Tiamok Ai and I'm in grade 4 and I'm 10 years old.
Nice to meet you, Tiamo.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Oyama Morweng. I am 8 years old and I'm in grade 3.
Hello, Oyama. Nice to meet you.
Hello, my name is Emily Rue. I'm in grade 6 and I'm 12 years old.
Hello, Emma.
Hello.
All right, over to you, judge number 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pitch and polish.
Hello, wonderful and dynamic judges. My name is Tsireletso, and I am the Tourism Entrepreneur of the Year. Okay? Tourism has contributed 3.2% to the economy of this country. Tourism has also grown in the past few years to 41%, which means the market is even bigger, right? A few years ago, I started a company called Camping Retreats. We want to take the chore out of camping. We want people to camp and enjoy the environment without having to set up the fires, having to set up the tents, and having to do all the chores that are related to camping. This company has grown tremendously in the past 6 years. We now have 18 permanent employees. We've traveled the country 5 times already, and we are award-winning, all right. Our strong point that people love us for is that we provide 5-star food in the bush. Our food is very delicious. We've got a team of 7 chefs who cook these meals for the people. They don't have to bring anything but their clothes and their drinks, all right. We've had partnerships with several resort owners, some global partners, some local partners who help us to identify and get more space that we can accommodate these people in. All right. One of our challenges is that the company has grown and we've got many tents that we cannot be able to transport the way we want to. So with the 650,000, we want to purchase our second truck. We want to also establish a repair and manufacturing so we could do the tents ourselves and we could also be able to do merchandise. Okay.
Okay, judges, did you hear enough?
Yes.
All right. Right, judge number 1.
Yes.
Do you have any questions for contestant number 1?
Yes, I do.
Please go ahead.
What was the reason for starting your business?
I started the business because I was trying to convince my wife to go camping and she said, no, I don't want to cook, I don't want to fetch wood, I don't want to fetch water. If you can make sure that I don't do that, I'll be able to come. And then I made sure that she doesn't have to do that. Only to find that a lot of people love the idea and they want to do camping as easy as that as well.
Okay.
Judge number 2, do you have any questions?
Yes, I do. How do you think you're going to make money with this business?
So what I do is I charge people for the convenience. So I say to you, do you want to go camping? You say yes. I say, I'm going to give you food, I'm going to give you activities, I'm going to give you a tent. All you have to do is just bring yourself and pay me a small fee. And then when you arrive, I take care of you the entire weekend. And that's how we make money.
Judge number 3, do you have questions?
Yes, I do. What makes your business different from other businesses in this industry?
The first thing is that this business did not exist. Nobody knew this concept. We're the first to start. Since then, there's been 10 other people who are doing exactly what we're doing. But what makes us different from them is that the experience that we have in knowing the people that we cater for is allowing us to be able to provide tailor-made solutions for them. For example, the food that we provide to the people, nobody else who's doing this can provide the quality of the food that we offer. We also look at them and say that we sell them additional equipment like a cooler box, like a stretcher, like a cell phone pouch that nobody else is doing. And lastly, we've got different types of tents, not just the same tent. We've got another bigger size tent that comes with the shower, and nobody else has got that as well.
All right, so judges, now I've got questions for you with the contestant. Let's start with you, judge number 1. Our contestant said that he was different to his competitors.
Yes.
How so? How is he different?
Because he did not just make one type of tent. You make bigger sizes, like he said, with showers, and the food that other people are doing are not like as same as normal people will make.
Judge number 2, you asked the question about the contestant, how does he make money? And he gave an answer, but how much money is he going to actually make? Did he say?
He said that he's gonna make
I don't think he said it. Did you hear? Because I didn't hear either. Yeah, I thought I was missing that. Thank you for confirming that. Judge number 3, the question about why he's doing this business that judge number 1 asked the question, he spoke about the fact that he wanted to take his wife camping. Do you think that there is a big market for camping, this what they call glamorous camping, or this high-end camping? Do you think there's a big market?
Yes.
How do you know that?
People would prefer to glamp than camp, as they do not like the outdoorsy parts of camping.
Okay, thank you. Will you ask, please, the contestant to leave?
Alrighty, well, you may leave.
Thank you so much.
What I think about the camping thing is a smart idea for people who like to camp. And like he said, there's different types of tents for different people. Like, let's say you like small camping environment.
Like
You can rent that small tent. But if you're like a big family, like a family of 4, you can use the big tent, like he said.
Glamp.
Yeah. But the part that did not make sense to me is that how can only the big tents have showers instead of the small tents? Because if the big tents have showers, that means people are going to rent a lot of the big tents, and there's not going to be a lot of big tents left for when people go there.
I personally, I do like the idea. I would glamp. So I like the idea that he provides food for all of you, and there's showers and all of that. But for the people who like outdoorsy stuff, they wouldn't really do it, so it's mainly the lazy people.
Thank you. I have one more thing to add in. The part that he can make food for the people. Like, let's say people who want to, like, instead of going there, having people make your own tent, people who would like to make it by themselves. So that's another idea for those people who are lazy, like you said.
I also like to say I don't think it's the use, because like mostly glam, like the big tents, they're actually quite more expensive than the normal tents. But I think either of them is fine. But mostly, like, if you want to glamp, that's like, if it's a big thing, like, if big family comes and, like, you can't, like, you all guys can't afford a tent, a glamp is good. But I think a tent is better, and I think maybe glamp is not for the naturist people. With the normal tent, that's naturist because it's like a small little thing. It's not like big with a shower, bed, heater, you know, Wi-Fi, TV, it's kind of thing.
Okay.
Mostly people with the normal tents, you know, they usually just set their own fires. They do stuff by themselves. They're tired. And glamp is just, it's a house in a tent.
It's being lazy.
It's being lazy and wasting your money of being lazy.
Yeah, it's cheaper to buy a normal tent and just
Like, you can go to
Delta
K-Way,
Park.
you can go to Checkers to just buy a tent. Then you can go camp, find a place to camp. Then you can just camp them.
But
I really like the idea.
I like the idea that he was doing it for his wife, but I just feel like a normal tent is better. But as I said, the glamp tents are for like the people who are not much naturists and those fancy people. And I think like mostly the normal tent is like people who would literally drink water from the river. They would not have a bathroom and legit take a shower outside. That's what I think. That's a naturist person.
How cute are these young entrepreneurs, and their insights are more astute than they realize. But how did you think Tshireletso did in adapting to this young audience? I'm not too sure he was able to fully capture their hearts and minds with his pitch the same way he had with our regular panel of judges, but that's just my opinion. What's yours? Head over to our Facebook page where you'll find an opportunity to share your opinion and thoughts and also show your love for your favorite contestant. Next up though, here's Daniel van Zyl from Earthly Toothpaste.
Daniel, you may remove your mask.
Hello.
Hello?
So Daniel, there's a saying in entrepreneurship that if you can't express your business to a 6-year-old, you haven't expressed it properly. We haven't exactly brought you 6-year-olds, we've brought you some young entrepreneurs from Radley Private School, and they are going to be your judges today. The judges are going to introduce themselves, starting with you, judge number 1.
Hello, my name is Tiamokai in grade 4 and I'm 10 years old.
Okay, judge number 2.
Hello, Daniel. I am Oyama Morueng. I'm 8 years old and I'm in grade 3.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Emma LaRue. I'm in grade 6 and I'm 12 years old.
Hi there.
Right, before we pitch, I just want to ask the judges, what will you be looking for? What in this pitch? So to give Daniel a bit of a clue, what will you be looking for, judge number 3? What are you looking for specifically in the pitch?
The benefits of his product.
The benefits of the product. What are you looking for, judge number 2?
The use of the product.
The use of the product. And you, judge number 1?
The reason for the product.
reasons. Ah, you're the reason guy. Okay.
Do I have a certain amount of time?
Yes, you have 2 minutes.
So it's just a normal, okay.
This is your pitch.
All right. Great.
Oh, yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pitch and polish.
Good day. My name is Daniel, and I'm the founder of Earthly Toothpaste. Toothpaste that come in tablet form. So I'm sure you're all aware that you have to brush your teeth every single day to keep those pearly whites nice and strong. So we have developed a toothpaste that is compressed into a tablet. So what you do is you take a tablet, you pop one into your mouth, you bite and you brush. It literally foams up like magic. The reason why we've done this is to remove all the plastic from toothpaste tubes. To remove all of those tubes going to the landfill. You can actually use our glass bottles and aluminium to be recycled in perpetuity. Also, our products don't contain any water inside of them, and you don't need water to use. So, every time you drink a glass of water, you consume thousands of microplastics. And these days, if you maybe drink a glass of water, you can contract dangerous diseases such as cholera. And that is exactly but you don't have to worry with this product. So yes, our product is currently listed in retailers such as Checkers as well as Dis-Chem. So you can go there and buy our product. But we know this is not enough for the people to realize what our product is. So we are currently trying to put it onto airplanes, into hotels, into the travel industries, where businesses give it to their customers for free. That way, the customers get the product for free, they test it, and once they get back to South Africa, they walk into a Checkers or Dis-Chem, they see our products and they buy it. So it helps us indirectly in those types of channels. So I've been busy with this business for the past 4 years, and I hope you can see all the wonderful benefits our product has. Thank you.
Judge number 2, what questions do you have?
For my first questions, I actually have 2 questions. My first question is, what is your sales strategy?
Okay, so currently we sell it through retailers, as I said, through Checkers and Dis-Chem. So we have the retail strategy. And now our next strategy is breaking bulk. So what breaking bulk basically means is something like this, where you can package the product in a smaller product. Yes, this is plastic, this is just the example. It will come in packaging material like this. This is not transparent, so that's just why I made an example like this. So our strategy is to create thousands of these as samples, and also to sell to these travel industries and aviation and hotel companies, and then also to hand out these as samples so people can try it, because our biggest challenge that we have to overcome is we have to change people's habits. You've been brushing your teeth from a very young age, so we have to change that habit. So that's a big challenge we have, and I think with doing this specific thing and sampling it, I think that is a very good strategy for us to let people know what the product is and to grow our sales in the retail sector where most people buy their toothpaste.
My second question is, I loved the business and I would like to see how you do it, so may you please do it for us?
Oh, that would be a pleasure. All right, let me just take it out here. Right, so I said no water, right? So I have no water in my sleeve, I promise. So, sorry, just get this right. Right, so you basically open up your bottle. You take out 1 tablet, so you don't have to worry about having a massive swoosh or it wasting into the basin anymore. It's quite simple, it's measured, and as your dentist would have told you, pea size. And this is about a pea size. So pop it in your mouth and then go and bite and brush, so I won't be able to talk for that part, okay? As simple as that.
Thank you, Daniel. Judge number 3, what is your question?
How does your product benefit your customers?
Firstly, we benefit our customers by giving exact quantities of use, so they know exactly how much to use, so you don't waste the product. Also, there's no wastage left after the product is done. You have 90 tablets. You can use all 90 of them. You don't have to try to squeeze out your last 5 tablets. So it's very simple in getting that way. To travel with this product is extremely easy. You can't get onto an airplane with a normal tube of toothpaste because it's liquid. You can I flew with all of this in my hand luggage when I came up to pitch in front of you. So for the travel, it's very convenient. And less water usage. Water is becoming more scarce and scarce. So yes, we reduce the amount of water that is in toothpaste. That is not as big of a impact, but you don't need to use water because water quality all around the world, especially Africa, is very poor. So if people have an option to brush their teeth without having clean water, I think that's a massive benefit for people. And that is something we want to encourage people to do, because you actually have to leave toothpaste in your mouth. You shouldn't rinse it out. after you've brushed, as your dentist would tell you that, but people don't do it. So we want to encourage that people leave it in so the active ingredients can still work on your teeth, the little bit that's left on your teeth.
Judge number 1, questions from you?
How are you going to grow your business from now onwards?
All right, that is a very good question. Thank you. So, as I said, we are in the retail channels currently. It's taken us a very long time to get into those retail channels because we are such a small company and we're competing against absolute giants in the industry. So it takes us a very long time to get into other retailers. Like we still need to get into Pick n Pay and Woolworths. And yes, so takes time. We also need to get into Clicks, but we're almost there. So it takes a lot of time to get into those markets. So we want to then, while we're waiting for that, focus on niche markets, so smaller markets that aren't that important, important is the wrong word, that aren't that big as the retail markets. But we want to focus on that to help grow our business and increase our income into the business, and that eventually will then help drive the sales in our largest arm of the business to help that grow. So we want to focus on a lot of small markets to help grow the larger segment of our business.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Daniel. You may leave. But from the two that you guys saw, who do you think you would pick if you had to pick both to one of them?
I'd pick sleep.
I'll pick Daniel.
Daniel. I think Daniel was a good one, and I like that it was for Earth environment.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that it's the use for it. Like, I don't think toothpaste is for the use. I feel like normal toothpaste is okay. I just don't. I like that it's for the environment, but I just feel like it's not.
The part that I liked is that when you just because like he said, we heard on the news that parts of South Africa that do not have water. So that's a smart idea to use those tablets to just put in your mouth instead of just like normal. You put toothpaste, you put it on the sink, then you wash, then you do that. Since there's like such thing as water setting, so that's a smart idea. But the part is that the tablet is a bit too small. And what if it falls down?
Someone could choke.
Yes.
But I do like the idea of it.
Yeah.
I just feel but he did good. I love how he was speaking, because the other one, the first contestant, was a little quiet, which was not the best. So I like that Daniel wasn't so quiet. But I just don't feel like tablets of toothpaste. I don't think it's like a thing to use. Like, I feel like that's really just a weird thing.
The tablet thing, I kind of disagree with you for the tablet thing, because it's a smart way to not waste toothpaste. Like, a whole tube usually lasts like approximately 2 months, but people who waste is going to last them a month. So the tablet is a smart idea.
And then they also, if someone could choke, it is possible for the business to get sued.
Yes.
Because, yeah, that's what I think. But it's a good business. It's not bad, but I just don't think I would use it ever. But if I had to use it, then I would. But
I like the idea because it's like the correct dosage. And toothpaste should not last you 2 months. My toothpaste lasted me 6 months.
A single tube.
Yes.
It's because I shared my sister, so
Apart from that, it's easy to use and you can take it anywhere.
like how Daniel said that he could like take it in his luggage to fly here. So that's a smart idea.
I can't get over how cute these young Redley entrepreneurs are. and their comments hold some interesting food for thought. Remember to head over to our Facebook page and share your opinion and thoughts, and also show your love to your favorite contestant. Next up, here is Mzingisi Kelingani of M Games.
Right, Mzingisi, you can take off your blindfold. So these will be your judges for this round. Can you see them? All right. So let's introduce your judges, but before I do that, I just want to explain to you what this is all about. The whole idea here is that in entrepreneurship, we take the responsibility to pitch our business to a client or to an investor. We think that they understand everything we're saying, and so the test is for a 6-year-old to understand what your business does, how your business makes money. So we haven't found any 6-year-olds, but we have found some young entrepreneurs from Radley Private School, and they will be your judges for today. So let's start by introductions. Judge number 1, please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Chiamokai. I'm 10 years old in grade 4.
Judge number 2.
Hello, I'm Oyama Murwing. I'm 8 years old and I'm in grade 3.
Hello, I'm Emma LaRue. I'm in grade 6 and I'm 12 years old.
Great. Over to you, judge number 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pitch and polish.
Good day, judges. My name is Mzingisi. Kelingani is my surname. I'm the director of a company called M Games. What we do is that we manufacture all kinds of pool tables, and we also do rentals of these pool tables, commercial ones, to township businesses. Our target market is ship-ins, pubs, and any business that is interested in making money. Our unique selling proposition to these businesses is that we contribute to funding township businesses. We've got competition in the business. The competition are quite established and they're supplying retail companies in South Africa. But our focus is on township market. But we are also slowly making our way to retail. Last week, Wednesday, we were at the Decorex. We were able to meet Tafelberg Furnitures, and we have a meeting with them on the 11th July. We are currently on GP of 44%, and our net profit is 7%. We assume that if we get this 650,000, we will be able to grow our GP to 83% and our net profit to 62%, and the return on investment will be 11%. We need this money to import slates from Brazil so that we can be able to penetrate other markets, like the markets like we told you guys, the supplying retail, which will need a high demand from us. So we request this money to buy machines that will help us fast track the production of our product. And if you're funding us judges, you're not just funding M Games, you're funding the whole location or township businesses that are wanting to be formalized. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's see if we've got questions from the judges. Let's start with you, judge number 3.
Yes. My question is, how are you going to scale your business?
Scaling our business means if we get the raw material, means we can be able to market our product to the retailers. So we need more people to sell on the, we need more distributors so that we can be able to distribute to the country. So we need a company that will help us sell our product and scale our business. That's how we're going to sell more.
Judge number 1, questions from you?
How successful is your business now, and how are you going to make it more successful?
Our business is successful in this sense that we are actually helping small business from the township that they've got no formalized type of business. So we are mentoring them. So to us, that is success because we can count successfully We've supported 2 ship-ins that now have got licenses and they are making better money. They've improved their systems, and that is sustainability on our side. So sustaining these township businesses means we are successful in doing what we're doing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Judge number 1, could you explain to me what is a shebeen?
A shebeen is
It's good that you don't know what a shebeen is. Judge number 2, what is your question?
My question is, what are you going to do when you win the funding money?
The funding money, when we win it, we want to buy slates so that we can be able to market the pool tables. Remember, I said that our GP is currently at 44%, and it's not because we're not selling enough, but it's that we don't have enough raw material to market our services to new clientele.
Judge number 2, what is a slate?
A slate.
Yes. Sigisi keeps talking about a slate. What is that?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Are there any last questions?
how do you know what price is one pool table?
Thank you for that question. We've got competition, as I said, in the business. We've set our markup according to the competitors have set the bar very high.
Yes.
So we've got cost of sales. So we price our product based on what the input we put in producing this product.
Yes.
So if we put in 200 in this, we want to make more money on this product. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, you may go.
Thank you, judges.
And I think it's smart because he's funding township businesses and he's trying to expand his business and defeat the other retails.
I like how he's helping township businesses, as Emma said, and I think that's really thoughtful, and I like the idea. I think it's a good business, and he has my hopes up, honestly. But Toothpaste guy was also Daniel. He was also nice, but
And there's a good idea for the pool table for like when you're having guests overs, like men having a men's out. You can play with the pool table, and it's a good idea that like he's selling it. He's starting to sell it in like small places and working his way into bigger places.
So you're saying I can't play pool?
No, it's an example. It's an example.
Okay.
And I think it's a smart idea to start in like he said he's doing in townships instead of like normal business people would rather start like in the big world. He's starting small, so that's a big win for me.
yeah. Okay.
How do you think Mzingisi did there? I'm feeling slightly optimistic after those comments from our panel of young judges. It will be interesting if he stands out from the other contestants based on how he says he's helping other entrepreneurs too. But we'll have to wait for one more pitch to find out. Here comes the pitch of Moses Kekana representing Green Kid Enterprise.
Moses, you may remove the mask. So Moses, these are going to be your judges for today.
Okay.
All right. In entrepreneurship, in pitching specifically, we have to keep our message simple and appropriate for the audience. So we want to make sure that you are able to pitch to a 6-year-old. We couldn't find a 6-year-old, so we were able to find some young entrepreneurs from Radley Private School, and they're going to be your judges for today, and I'm sure you came with a pitch in mind.
Yes, sir.
Maybe there's a different pitch now that you've got a different audience. Okay.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pitch and polish.
Good morning, Judge. My name is Moses Kekan. I'm a West speaker. I'm an environmental activist. I'm a Catholic of change. I'm a trailblazer. I'm coming to you from a small town called Kronstadt in the Free State region. We are the only registered and fully compliant buyback center that have got exclusive rights to supply cardbox to one of the biggest mills in Johannesburg. We are trying to solve a global plastic pollution problem, and we are working hand in hand with the United Nations solution of zero waste to the landfill by 2013. We have accomplished SDG goals number 1, no poverty, by creating jobs for the West Speakers and the community members in Kronstadt. 3.4 billion tons of waste will be generated annually worldwide by 2025. 45 million jobs will be created into the waste sector by 2030 worldwide. 2.7 million tons of municipality solid waste is currently generated in South Africa, and 10% of it is being recycled and 90% is taken to the landfill. We at Green Kit SA, we are currently diverting 20 tons, and through the pitch and polish, we have moved to 20 tons by this coming Friday. We have got the capacity to divert 90 tons, and we are aiming for 200 tons. From the social point of view, from a social impact point of view, we have behavior change programs into 5 schools in Kronstadt. We are going to make money by selling processed waste at 63% to the replies. When we win the 650, we are going to buy stock, we are going to buy a bakkie, we are going to buy PPE, and we are going to have a safety file. We are going to buy steel cages as a barrier of entry to our competition in Kronstadt. In the first year of trading, we are going to make 1.8 million with a GP of 66% and a net profit of 30% with a return on investment of 74%. In the second year, we are going to make 5 million with a GP of 64% and a net profit of 30% and a return of investment of 8%.
All right, judges, are you ready for your questions?
Yes.
Right, judge number 1, what's your question for Moses?
My question is, how are you going to spend the money if you win?
So when we win the 650, we are going to buy more stock from the landfill from the waste pickers so that gives us a competitive edge. We are going to buy a bakkie, and we are going to buy PPE to improve on our safety, and we are going to buy steel cages that we are going to put at one of the biggest generators in the town. We are going to use that as a barrier of entry to our competitors.
Judge number 2?
Okay, so I have 2 questions. So my first question is, what makes you think you are a good entrepreneur?
The fact that I was able to recognize a global problem that we are facing globally of plastic pollution, and I know that there's a solution, there's something that I can do about it. So that makes me think that I'm a good entrepreneur.
Okay, so my second question is, how do you think this is gonna make you become a successful entrepreneur one day?
Before I joined Engen Pitch Polish, we were struggling to break even, and we were also struggling to find the price of buying waste at. So through the program, my guide has taught me how to price when I want to buy the stock, and also she has taught me to mentor other waste pickers so that they can supply their waste to us. When we win this competition, it's going to be unfair advantages because we're going to have continuous guiding, and we are going to have money. That is, we are going to buy more stock, and we are going to outdo our competitors.
Judge number 3, questions from you.
Yes. How do you market your business?
Well, we are into waste management, recycling. So there are platforms like Facebook. We put our address on Facebook. that we collect waste from people. We do road shows, and we go to the malls and we educate our community members about the dangers of not recycling. And those who are willing to recycle, let us know, we collect from them. So basically we use social media, we do road shows.
All right, judges, I've got some questions for you. Judge number 1, just in your words, what does Moses do?
He cleans up the environment. He collects waste to make more things out of the waste that he collects from let's say from the street, the ones at your home, from the rubbish bins. So he uses that recyclement, then makes them into more things.
Judge number 2, Moses spoke about an iron cage that he wanted to buy with the 650,000. What is an iron cage?
Personally, I don't know, but I'm sure it's a good use for his recycling and yeah.
Judge number 3, Moses, he kept talking about I'll buy more product. When he says I'll buy more product, what do you think he meant by buying more product? He says I'll use the money to buy more product.
More products to recycle.
So what would that be? Who's he buying the product from?
I don't know.
Are you hearing this?
Yes.
Okay. All right, judges, are there any last questions? Okay. You got another question? Go for it.
When you collect all the waste, do you separate them from the glass, paper, cans, and the etc.?
Yes, we do. So we call that program sorting at source. It's one of the strategies that we are using that is going to minimize the amount of waste that is going to the landfill. So we have got bins that are color-coded, and then we educate people which color do you put your glass, which color do you put your plastic, which color do you put your cardbox, which color do you put your normal household food.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, I have one more question. How do you think you're gonna make money out of this business?
So we are buying waste also from the waste pickers. You have seen people walking in Joburg pulling the trolleys. We are buying whatever they've put inside the trolleys, and we've got a very big machine where we put everything, and then we bale it, and then we sell it to the bigger guys. So for example, we buy plastic paper like this one from the waste pickers, and then we are selling to the big companies that are manufacturing white paper, the bond paper that you're using at school.
Okay, thank you. Alrighty, well, you may go.
All right, thank you.
Who has seen those little bags they'll give you on Wednesdays after recycling?
Not me.
Okay, for me, they drop it. We do recycling. Every Wednesday we gather paper, glass, cans, or other materials, and then put them into bags. Then every Wednesday we put them outside, like how you take out your bin on a Thursday. So they take that and then they give us little bags to recycle them. So that's how we can start helping the environment get better and stop polluting.
So what I like about the business is the same thing you said. It's helping the environment and it's helping our earth become healthier. When he started, I understand that he has 2 minutes, but yeah, it was fast. It was pretty fast. It was faster than the other one. So
Daniel and the other
yeah, it was quite a problem, but it's okay. I understand he had 2 minutes, but It was pretty fast, but I like that as again he's helping the environment become better and cleaner, yes. And yeah, I think it's a good business, and he has my high hopes there too. But you know,
I like the business. He definitely has a good idea. I've seen people from his company talking to people, shops and faces. His company helps with cleaning the environment, which is always a good thing. I think he could have slowed down a bit so that we could understand more for us, more topics. Yeah, it's a good business idea and business plan.
For me, even though he was talking fast, I took a lot in. So he has my high hopes, and what he was pitching to us was a good idea.
I don't mind the business. It's a nice business. The pitch was just a bit rushed. And I think I could have understood more if he'd slowed down a bit. But he has a good business.
I understand. Yeah, same with Emma. It was a nice business. There's no problem, but he was like in a rush, and mostly being in a rush, he didn't know they were kids. So then we took lots of words. Back. Yeah, but it was a good business. But he was in a rush, and could have been better. But I liked it. It was good.
For me, when some of the words were like big words that I don't even know, but some of them I understand, like how Oyama didn't understand what a steel cage was. For me, I had to process it a little bit longer to hear that a steel cage is like that, etc. Then when he was using the big words, I kind of got a little bit confused, but I understood most of the words.
The business was nice. Yes, when he started answering our questions, it did get a little calm, and it wasn't in a rush, but yeah, from the start it was quite a rush.
I just love how Moses is cleaning up the environment, and it seems our Redley entrepreneurs agree with my sentiments too. Remember to share your opinions and love on our Facebook page. Let's now head in to find out what their final thoughts are and who they feel has done the best job at winning them over.
All right, judges, this is the time where you have to do your job, which is to judge. So, I want you to think about, in your opinion, from a business perspective, if you had to give one of those businesses money, your family's money, okay, you had to give them money. Now, I want you to write down, each of you, without looking at each other, which one you would never give money to. Okay, which one? 1, 2, 3, or 4. Write on on your page in big writing, 1, 2, 3, or 4 is the business you would never give your family's money to. Don't look, no cheating.
Do you have to pick? Or can you just not?
No, you have to pick. Okay, judges, it's time to judge. So, I asked you, which of the contestants would you never, ever, ever, ever give your family's money to? Judge number 1, which contestant would that be?
For me, it's going to be number 3, Mr. Pool Table Guy.
For me, it's Pool Table Guy.
Number 3.
Pool table guy. All right. Emma, what are your reasons?
I just don't see the point in having a pool table.
Okay.
I feel like it could be better than just a pool table, because since he was talking about the whole game store, I would have said yes about the whole game store. But just of a pool table, I don't feel like it's the concept.
Okay. And you, why did you choose number 3?
For me, the reason why I chose the pool table guy is because a pool table is not necessary in our lives.
All right, great. Now, judges, now we're going to go to the next phase, which is if you only had 650,000 Rand, that's all you had, and it was in your bank, and I forced you to give all your investment to one company, and they promised that they would give you back 3 million Rand back in 2 years. You just give them 650,000 and they'll give you 3 million Rand back. Which business, which pitch did you choose as your preference to win Engen Pitch and Polish? Let's start with you.
For me, it's number 1, camping guy.
For me, it's camping guy.
Camping guy.
Unanimous. It's camping guy. So why did you choose camping guy?
The reason why I chose camping guy is because I love that it was an outdoor business, because I know most people are always on their phones and they're always attached to them. And I love that since it's a glam thing, then it makes them feel at home. And I just feel like it was a good business and I believe in him.
Okay. Emma?
I personally would rather glamp than camp, and I chose him because most people would rather glamp than camp.
And you?
I chose him because the way he pitched his business was slow and steady, so we can process that how about the business.
Fantastic feedback, judges. But your work is not over. Now we have to choose number 2 and 3, because we have to tell them who is your number 2. Okay, so let's get back to the thinking, and now choose the second best business, the second best pitch. All right, judges, now we're going to have to call the contestants in to give them the good news and the bad news. You know, it's tough to give bad news, but what is it?
It's just
business.
a part of life, and it's business, and there are other businesses in the world that you could get an opportunity in, so it's not the end of their life. So
Good advice there. Let's get the contestants in.
it's just business.
Well, that's the way they are thinking. Does it line up with the way you were thinking? I certainly thought that Mzingisi had scored a little higher than that, but I'm not a judge. Let's head back in there to find out how the contestants receive this news.
Welcome, contestants. So this round you had the privilege of having another set of eyes on your pitch. Somebody who never seen the pitches before. Somebody who doesn't understand the background of your industry. And you had to present to not 1 but 3 of such judges for them to be able to determine whether or not you would make it to the next round. So this is not an elimination round, but it's a very good indicator of who will and who won't be eliminated. So I strongly suggest that you take the advice from the judges and the feedback from the judges into your next pitch. But before I hand over to the judges, I just want to talk about something very, very important. As entrepreneurs, we are thrust into situations that we cannot predict all the time. We'll come to a meeting and we'll expect somebody to be there, and there'll be 3 people in the meeting. We'll be expecting to pitch to the head of some department and the CEO's there. Or you're coming to the CEO and somebody else is there. Or you're coming to a pitch and your competitor's there. You cannot come into a pitch, not read the room, and just deliver the same pitch you were preparing for before. That was the big test today, is given a new set of judges with a different context, could you change your pitch in the moment? And I have to say, some of you did really well at that, and some of you didn't do well at all. So before we tell you the answer, how the judges judged, the judges would like to give some feedback to each of you. Let's start with you, judge number 1. What advice do you have for contestant number 1?
I think in each tent you should invest in toilets. Daniel, the way you also demonstrated how the product is used and how to use it wisely.
So my feedback is to Moses. Your business idea was really nice, but I would like you next time to not be in a rush. I know you had 2 minutes and I know it's quite short, but as I saw from the other contestants, they didn't speak too quickly. They tried taking their time and we understood them. And so next time, can you please try speak a little slowly, and you shouldn't read your pitch and you should try remember it by mind without a paper.
Great feedback, thank you. Emma?
Contestant number 1, your pitch was great, but you could have added more information.
Okay. Tumzi, what advice do you give him?
I think you should expand your range, extending from pool tables, and add more games.
And finally, back to you for the last contestant.
Okay, so for Mzi, your business idea was really nice, but just for when you talked about the pool tables, I would like you next time to try talk about like maybe the whole gaming store, because I don't think like just a pool table would be a better example, because if it was the whole gaming store, that it would have been better and longer. But other than that, I like that you're supporting other township businesses, and it was a good.
Great. So on that note, we're going to give you the judges' selection. This is not our selection, to be clear. There is no elimination, but as I said before, this is highly indicative from years gone by of the story moving forward. So the business that the judges thought they would never invest in is the pool table guy, Mzi. So they voted you out. Number 2, second who they would have voted out would be you, Moses. The number 1 choice, should we tell them? Okay, let's tell them, is Tsiriletso. You were their number 1 choice, followed by Daniel. So it was Tsiriletso, Daniel, Moses, and Mzi. That was their choice. So I strongly suggest you take that advice, speak slower, change your pitch in the moment, and of course describe what you are trying to get across in a way that the audience understands. What I understand now is we have to end this round, and so you may leave.
That was such an interesting exercise, and how cute were our young judges? Some of the comments had me in hysterics, but others were really insightful. Congratulations, Chirelezo. Is his victory in the kids test a good sign? Who can say? What the signs are telling me right now is that it is time for our viewer competition. I mean, literally, there's a crew member with a sign. Can't argue with that, right? So, are you ready to try your luck for one of our Ever Super Shop vouchers from Nedbank with a cool 5,000 Rand? Of course you are. All you have to do is answer the question we are showing on the screen right now. What was Emma's suggestion to Mzingisi? What was Emma's suggestion to Mzingisi? Make sure you WhatsApp your name and the right answer to 068-707-5187 before midnight tonight to get into the random draw. We'll reach out to the lucky winner before 5 p.m. tomorrow and give them a social media shout out later this week. Next week, we'll see the start of the official semi-final round of the 2023 Engen Pitch Polish competition. I hope you'll join me at 7 p.m. on Tuesday to watch these high-stakes pitches. Till then, it's good night from me, Aldrin St-Pierre. I'll catch you on the pitch side.
Toothpaste.